Okay, so now what I'm going to do, this is video number 2 for questions 4, 12, and 20. So I'm going to go ahead and go over those, and maybe if you want to try them and then check your answers by watching the video, you can do that. Okay, so number 4 was like number 1, where they tell you certain sides and angles are equal, and you need to find which name matches that. Okay, so try number 4 if you want, see if you can figure out the choice, and then come back, pause the video, and then come back and you can check it. Okay, so what we need to do, number 1, is we find a side that they both have in common, right? Let me get a better color. How about blue? Okay, so here S and T, for example, have one dash. Okay, so I look over here, which one has one dash? This one right here, right? So that's going to be U inside UZ. So that means ST is going to be in the same place as UZ. Okay, so ST is the second and third. So UZ is not the second and the third. So that's different. So that's bye-bye. Okay, ST is second and the third. So UZ, ooh, so maybe B. So that's a second and third. So maybe. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to check all choices. Okay. So next one's ST, first two. ZU, oh, that's also first two. Okay, maybe. And then we get ST or TS, goes that way, right? So TS, and then ZU. Okay, so maybe all these three. So what's the difference? Okay, well, the next thing is now let's pick another side. So another side we can pick is one that has two right here. Okay, so that's going to be SU, should be the same place as XU. So I'm going to write them down. So SU, XU, okay? So we already eliminated this one. So this is going to be what? US is going to be the first and the third. So how about XU? Is that the first and the third? No, it's the first and the second. Bye-bye. Okay, SU is going to be the first and the third. How about XU? No, different. Bye-bye. Okay, so it looks like D has got to be correct, but let's check it. SU is the second and the third. How about XU? Second and the third. That's the correct answer. So we tried one side, the first side, we eliminated A, and then we tried another side and eliminated B and C. Okay, so that's how you can do this assignment right here. So now let's do another one of a different type. Let's go to number 12. Let's do number 12. So if you want to try this one, you can come back and check it. Okay. But remember, in your notes, what you'll want to put down is the different types. So let's see what the different types are. Maybe in your notes, when you take notes, go like this. So side, side, side is one of them. So side, side, side. What's the next one? Number 2 is side, angle, side. Side, angle. Make sure you put this in your notes so when you take tests and quizzes, you can do that. Number 3, angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. Then number 4, angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. And it can also be SAA. Okay, that's the same as that, just different order. But you have 2 angles in a row and then a side. 2 angles in a row and then a side. Okay, so let's see. What's number 5 is HL, hypotenuse and a leg. Remember, hypotenuse is going to be opposite of this, right? Dot, 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 dot. That's your hypotenuse. Okay? So that's what they mean by hypotenuse and leg. Are there any others? We cannot do AAA. That's a no, no, no. Okay? That is not a valid one. A. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. So it's going to be one of these. So let's check it out number 12, okay? So what do we have? We have an angle. They have the same angle right here, okay? And they also have a side, same side over here. So we have angle, side, and then what do they have over here? Well, remember, when two lines cross like that, that is a vertical. Remember, vertical, angle are equal, right? So that means that this side, this angle right here is the same as that. So that means we get this one over here. So angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. Is that one of them? Yes, it is. Go angle, side, angle. There we go. Okay, excellent. Okay, so that's how you do number 12. So remember, write those down so you have them. It's also good for the next group. Okay, so now I'm going to do number 20. Now, what I realized about number 20, and I hope I mentioned it before, but we're looking for what additional information is required to know that the triangles are congruent for the reason given. What that means is for this reason. So we need basically two sides with an angle in between it. Well, what do we have? What do we have? We have these two are in common, so we already have a side, right? This one and this one, so we already have a side. And because this side is the same line as that, we have another side. So this is our another side. So that means we have a side over here. So what that means is we have those two, so we need in between them, we need this one right here. We need an angle, right? That's what we need. So what angle is that? Well, it's got to be in between them. This is not in between them. No. This one right here would be the angle that we need. Let me make it darker here. Let me make it red. How about that? That's what we need is this angle right here. What angle is that? That's VUT. So we need VUT, which is the same as EUV. So let's see if we have that. VUT is right here, EUV. Okay, so that looks basically like B, what B is saying, okay? Are there any others that have that? Well, we don't need sides, so not anything with a side. We need an angle, right? We need an angle. Let's see, we need angles, but we don't, this one says angle T, but no, we don't need that one, so that's out. VT, these are sides, so that's why it's answer B. Okay, I tell you what, because this might be a little bit confusing, I'm going to go ahead and let you try number 21, and then if you want to pause the video and come back, you can see my solution, okay? Okay, so now 21 says we want to find out if they're congruent for side, side, side. So what do we have? We have this one right here. Let me make this in pink. Is the same as that. So we have one side in common. Okay, so we have a side in common. Oh, but we also have 3 and 3, so we have another side. And there's this side and that side, so we have another side, which means we need the last one here to be the other side, which would be this one. So maybe KM, DF, DF, KM, DF, KM, nope. We don't need an angle. D, FD, wait, it's DF or FD, so the order is different. And then MK, yes, so that's this one, okay, got it? FD, FD, MK, MK. So that's why that one's D, okay? So go ahead and do these, and when you're done, make sure you enter your answers in Canva.